Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing, people? How are you doing this morning? It's a good Monday here from my side. Don't mind how I dress. Sometimes we just have to be real. We just have to be real. So this morning, there is a news that the imposter former president of Nigeria, just passed on. That is the news from the former spokesperson of the president. They call Garba Shehu. So that man, the former president of Nigeria, there have been a rumor that he passed on for long, and Nigeria was allegedly ruled by an impostor, allegedly. So earlier this morning, we heard that the same man has passed on. We don't know which one is true, whether he's spying for the second time. We don't know if he's spying for the second time. When are we going to learn? When are we going to rise? A president was admitted, former president was admitted in London hospital, and he died there. He died. Brothers, we don't know which one to believe. We don't know which one to believe. Is it allegedly died or really died? Nobody lives forever. You know, one thing with all these politicians in Africa, a lot of them, some of the politicians in Africa, in Nigeria, many of them believe they're going to live forever. They believe they're going to live forever. They believe they're going to live forever, so they do whatever they like. They do whatever they like to the people and to the economy. They do whatever they like. They use the money. They use the money anyhow they want with their families. They buy properties, allegedly in Dubai, America, anywhere. Nobody holds them to account. Nobody holds them to account. Nobody holds them. The late Buhari was one of the Nigerian soldiers, one of the commander in the 90 Biafra and Nigeria Nigeria war. He was one of the soldiers who participated in that war. And since then, he has been a military president. And later he came back and became a civilian president for 8 years. There are so many positions this man has held in Nigeria. He has held so many positions in Nigeria. And during his reign, whether the first time as a military man and at the second time as a civilian man, his reign was worst and worst and worst. His reign was worst. There was no improvement in the economy or anywhere. There was no improvement. There was no improvement anywhere. He just reigned. He just want to be in power. You know, a lot of people, they just want to be in power, not as if they know they have a vision of what they want to do. Some of them some of the leaders doesn't have a vision of what they want to do for the country or the people. They just want to be in power. They just want to be in power. They just want to be in power, just want to be in power and do whatever they like, especially in Nigeria. When they do things, they are not held responsible. They are not made to account. They do all kinds of things. You know, the wife was saying allegedly that the husband, after he passed on in London hospital, wrote a note to Nigerians that he apologized if he has offended anybody. He has offended a lot of people. He has offended a lot of people. He has offended a lot of people. He has stepped on many toes. He has stepped on many toes. Well, people will forgive him. What are the masses going to do? Are they going to fight? No. The human rights record of this country is too bad. It's too bad. The leaders, they do whatever they like to do. They do what they like to do. They do whatever they like to do. They do whatever they like to do. Now he has wide. He has passed on, according to the news we had this morning. So nobody lives forever. You, the leader who is leading people today, you can't live forever. You can't live forever. Someday you pass on. But where you live, you don't you don't use the opportunity you have or the privilege you have to massacre people, like what they did in the Biafra and Nigeria Civil War. They massacred so many Biafran. Buhari was one of those people who fought in that war in the Nigerian side. They massacred a lot of Biafrans, and since then he has been a hater of the Biafrans. He has been a hater of the Igbos. He has been a hater. They don't want development. They just want chaos. They don't want fight. When the man Nnamdi Kanu rose up, he was asking this same man who just died, gave Biafra a referendum. He said there is nothing like that, that Nigeria is inseparable. Nigeria cannot be separated, that Nigeria cannot be renegotiated. I wonder, I have never heard this kind of statement before, but in this country, they call Nigeria, you hear a leader talking that relationship, things cannot be negotiated. Things cannot be negotiated. Oh, come on. He said things cannot be negotiated. When people are complaining that there is marginalization, when people are complaining there is genocide being committed by the government, you can bring them in to talk to them, to ask them what is happening. How do we move forward? Africa will remain like this. Some countries in Africa will remain in a steady place without change, because their leaders are not ready to negotiate. They are not ready to listen to people. They are not ready to listen to the masses. They just want to do whatever they like. They just want to do whatever they like. They do whatever they like. They do whatever they like. Nobody holds them to account. They spend the resources of the people, meant for the people. They use the resources, they spend it. They do whatever they like. Nobody holds them to accountable. So this morning, that is the news, that the former president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, has passed on, has died in London clinic, in London hospital, in Europe. You know, when he was all through, while he was a president of Nigeria, he was a president as a military president and later was overthrown. He later came back as a civilian president and ruled for 8 years. He couldn't be a good hospital for Nigeria and for himself. Anytime he's sick, he goes abroad. Anytime he's sick, he goes abroad for treatment, and all his officials, with all the money and all the resources available to them, they couldn't build a hospital where the president and his allies and his family can go and take treatment anytime they are sick. They are always going to Europe and London and France. I don't say going abroad to take for medical treatment is bad, but you are the leader of a country. Why not you build your own hospital here so that you can be treated here? Why spending a lot of foreign exchange to go to hospital abroad? Because you don't have faith in your doctors. You don't have faith in your doctors. You don't have faith in your facility. You don't even have faith in yourself. You have specialist doctors abroad. Those specialist doctors, there are 250 million Nigerians. A lot of doctors. You don't believe they are well trained, that the doctors here are well trained. You go abroad for medical treatment. You go abroad for medical treatment. That is it. This morning, that is the breaking news. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. We will be bringing you breaking news that happen in Africa and all over the world. Thank you. It's morning here and it's very cold. Thank you.